Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're new. My name is Anna, and today I thought I would share with you some of my favorite products from MAC and just do a full face of makeup, including the new MAC, well, it's not brand new anymore, but it's kind of new, the MAC Studio Radiance 24-Hour Luminous Lift Concealer. This one, I've been trying it a few times, but I just haven't really made up my mind yet if I love it or it's okay or if I don't actually like it. So I'm gonna test it on camera with you today. I'm in a very fall mood, so it's gonna be a bit of a fall autumn type of makeup look and a little bit of green. I love my green cardigan, so. And it's also so cold in this apartment right now, and it's getting colder, like we're down to, it's so cold that the ground freezes in the night sometimes. It's like below 0 degrees Celsius. And yeah, it's that time of year. The sun is out today actually, so that's really nice. But yeah, let's just start. I would normally, where did I put my makeup sponge? I would normally start with my eyes first when I do eyeshadows that tend to have a lot of fallout, but I don't have any fallout from the eyeshadows that I'm going to use today, so I'm going to do my face first if I just find my sponge. So there are a couple of products that I'm missing that I don't actually have from MAC at the moment, but when I do my makeup, I will tell you like if I have a MAC favorite that I just don't own at the moment in that category. And it's basically just mascara and eye primer. And I'm also going to be using some of my Project Pan items and pan those eyeshadows. One eyeshadow. And there are some discontinued products. Definitely 1, 2. Hopefully just a couple of them, but I will link everything that I can below, or at least write it down. Write everything down and I'll make a note if it's a discontinued or limited edition product, but there are just a couple of those. First I'm going to start with my MAC Studio Radiance Moisturizing and Illuminating Sticky Primer. This is actually a really nice primer. I was so curious when this launched, I just had to buy it. I used to have a favorite primer from First Aid Beauty, which the smell on that one is just amazing. It's a moisturizer / primer, but I'm not able to get that anymore, so I'm kind of always on the lookout for a very good replacement for that, but I haven't found the perfect one yet. But this is nice. It has a like very moisturizing, nice feel to it. It feels kind of luxurious to apply. So now that I'm not really panning any other primers, I'll start using that one more again. And my nose looks really red on camera. I have a mirror here, so let's hope the concealer will cover that. For foundation, I am going to use a foundation that is discontinued. MAC always discontinues or just never bring back products that I love. But I have used several tubes of this foundation and I probably wouldn't have repurchased it again. I'm saying that, but I'm not actually sure. If I had the chance, maybe I would. It's the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. I cut this one open. You'll see a clip of me doing that right here. And I poured it into a little contact lens case because that is just a nice way to store makeup that is depotted if you don't have lots of, like, I don't want to purchase a lot of containers when I could just use something that I already have. And I get these contact lens cases quite often when I buy a solution for my contacts. And yeah, I have several of them laying around. So I'm just gonna use the foundation that is left in my tube, like on the sides, and I'm just gonna put this all over my face. And this is a surprisingly good color match right now. This is the shade NC20, I think. Yeah, NC20. This just gives really good coverage, and there's still a lot of makeup left in this tube. I'm gonna pour everything into here, and I'll probably finish it by my next project pan update, I think. I just filmed one, and yeah, this will be in my next one. Then for the concealer, I actually purchased the shade NC5 because I thought I would like it to be a little bit lighter than my normal, like NC15. I regret that. I should have bought a slightly darker shade, but here we are. I have a very light concealer, and what's nice about that is I'm going to get more and more pale when winter approaches, so I will be paler than I am now, but at the moment this is a bit light. It's a very like pigmented and quite thick concealer. I've heard people say it's too thick for them. I don't really mind a thick concealer, even though I don't really have a lot of like under eye darkness or anything that I need to cover, so I don't really need a lot of concealer, and especially not a very pigmented one. But on my under eyes, I feel like this looks quite nice, and it's definitely kind of luminous. Actually, now I'm not sure if it's the foundation or the concealer or the primer, but my pores right here are suddenly very visible. I don't normally have that problem, and I haven't noticed it when I've been using it. I don't think I've ever used these three products together, but that is strange. Interesting. I didn't actually apply the concealer here, so it has to be the primer or the foundation, or the combination of them. Okay, but other than that, it's looking fine. I'm gonna use two different blushes today because I have a fairly new one. It's the Glow Play Cushiony brush. It's the Glow Play Cushiony blush in the shade Ginger Luck, which looks like this. And I'm gonna use it before I apply my powder, and then I will put a little bit of powder blush on top in the end, just to get a little more glow. So I'm just picking this up on a cream blush brush, cream cheek blush from Zoeva. And this is a beige blush. It's not extremely pigmented, but it's kind of nice because you can build it up. And I love applying a cream blush and then a powder blush on top, because I just feel like it makes my blush a lot more long wearing. And even though it's kind of like, why do you need to do both steps when you could just do one of them? But I don't know, I like being a little extra like that. And I feel like my makeup has just been looking better throughout the day after I started doing this. So that's always a plus in my book. So we need So we need to put some powder on, and I don't have a loose powder from MAC, but I do have the Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in the shade Light. I have depotted mine into this very beautiful limited edition packaging, which was actually really hard to do, and it cracked really badly right up here. But I managed to get it out of the, because I don't like the new Mineralize Skinfinish packaging. I've never bought any of them before I bought this one because I don't like it, but I do love the old Mineralize Skinfinish packaging. So for me that just made sense, and I don't really need the mirror that's in there. I just think it's like a bit clunky and just heavy. So I'm just going to use this both on my under eyes and on my face. I wish I had something like fun to talk about while I do this, but I don't. So I'm just gonna, it's just gonna be me applying my makeup and just showing you the products that I'm using. And hopefully it's calm and just interesting to watch. I don't know. I like watching other people do their makeup. We need to do a little bit of contouring. And I have my MAC palette with all of my eyeshadows and the powder brush I'm going to use, and also the contour shade, which is the sculpting powder in the shade Sculpt. Mine is close to being finished. And I just kind of do it right here. I think this is just a habit. I don't know if this really is the best placement for me or if I should skip it altogether, but out of habit I just always put a little bit of contour product just on the like top of my, under my cheekbones, and a little bit up to my temples, but then I use bronzer on top of that. This is just the way I do my makeup. So if you've ever been curious about how I usually do my makeup, this is it. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of get ready with me's. I don't know. Let me know what you think, but I don't think it's my thing, but I wanted to do this one. I'm going to use a limited edition bronzer. This is the Next to Nothing bronzing powder in Candy and Dreaming, which is one that I'm hoping I'll be able to finish next year. But you could obviously do any bronzer. Oh wow, look at that. I don't understand why they call this one Next to Nothing, because I don't know if you could see that, but when I put my brush in here, I can place it on my face. That's not Next to Nothing. It's extremely pigmented. So I don't know what happened with the naming of these products, but they did not do a good job naming this Next to Nothing bronzer. One of my absolute favorite bronzers that I've had in the past is actually the Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in a slightly darker shade. So I think Medium Plus was the one that worked the best. Yeah, I think it was Medium Plus, or the shade above that were just so nice on my skin. And they are kind of like Next to Nothing. They are kind of sheer, baked, nice powders to work with. But it's been a while since I had that. Maybe I should repurchase it again, but then that leaves me with the product packaging problem again. I don't like the new packaging. So I'm just waiting for them to re-release my favorite limited edition bronzer, which was the Pro Longwear bronzer in Sun Dipped. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, we're gonna apply the powder blush on top. And this is the only MAC blush I have that is in the like permanent line. I have some limited edition ones, but I never know how to pronounce it. Is it Sunbasque or Sunbasque? Sunbasque sounds more correct to me. but who knows. It's a very shimmery terracotta type of blush. Very like bronzy. It's just, oh, it's so nice. It looks best when I have a little bit of a tan though. Okay, that is the face done. So I just applied a little bit of eyeshadow primer off camera. Now I have it all over my hand because I took too much. And we're gonna go in with eyeshadow, and I think I'm just gonna zoom you right in. Okay, this is as close as I can get, I think. These are the eyeshadows that I have. I am obviously going to use the one that is in my pan, those eyeshadows. I'm hoping I'll be able to hit pan in this video actually. And I'm also going to use this one, which is Tarte Tint. This one, which is Uninterrupted. And probably a little bit of this one. This is Olive. What's this one called? More Money, More Money, More Problems. Yeah, More Money, More Problems. I'm gonna start with the lightest brown shade, which is Tarte Tint, which is probably my favorite matte crease eyeshadow color of all time. This is my second one. And I'm just gonna put this all over. And since this blends really, really nicely, I'm not really concerned if I put a little bit too much. To darken the crease a little bit, I'm gonna use Uninterrupted, which is just a kind of like dirty brown mustardy shade. And I'm basically just putting it on top, but with a smaller brush and just focusing it on the outer part of the eye. I should get a tweezer because I can see some brow hairs that are just not looking that cute. Because I felt like I went a little bit crazy over on this side. I'm just gonna grab my more fluffy brush and just go over. Make them look a little more even. It's almost as if I have like a little bit of a dry patch or something that my eyeshadow just kind of clings to. I don't know what's up with that. Before I do my lid colors, I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of an eyeliner. This is the MAC eye pencil in the shade Coffee. It's just a brown, but I just want this very close to my lash line for that added volume to my lashes. I can already tell when I'm this close with a mirror that my under eyes are not looking that great. And it might be that the Mineralize Skinfinish powder also is just a little bit too much, like it's a bit too heavy. But I'm just gonna grab a brush that has no product on it and just try to like even it out a little bit. That helped, but it's not perfect, but it is what it is. I'm now going to put a little bit of green in my outer corner using the matte green shade. I don't think I want green on in the crease. I just want the green on the lid and then the brown shades on in my crease. So I'm just placing this to darken up the look a little bit. And I'm also going to run this very lightly on my lower lash line. Okay, I'm ready to go in with the star of the show, which is the Sumptuous Olive shade. I'm gonna grab it's actually a MAC 239, is that what it's called? Mine is all, I think it's called the shader brush from MAC. I'm just loading the brush, tapping it off a little bit, and then placing this beautiful color all over my lids. It's just the perfect everyday green. Might be a bit dark for someone with a very fair skin tone for every day. I don't mind it on myself, but I think it's just so beautiful. And I'm gonna very lightly blend that in with the crease color using the smallest crease brush. Like that. Can you see that? It looks weird, but it's not. It's just on camera. It doesn't look that weird in real life. I'm also going to run this on my lower lash line. All the way. To get a like smoky eye effect. And I need to just take a, where did I put the brush with nothing on it? Here. Just gonna make sure it's blended down there. So that is the eyeshadow all done, but I need a little bit of an inner corner highlight, and I'm actually going to go into my Colourpop Star Wars Mandalorian palette and use the shade Precious Cargo just on my pinky and just place that right in the inner corner. This is just such a cute inner corner shade for green makeup looks, I think. For my brows, I don't actually have a like brow pencil or anything from MAC, but I do have the MAC brow set, so I'm going to use that. But I just need to do a little bit of definition, and I'm just going to use, I have no idea if this is going to work, but I like trying new things. I'm just going to use my contour powder and just like define my brows a little bit. I mean, this works. I have pretty dark brow hairs, but I like defining the shape of my brows a little bit. And then just using the brow gel to lock that in place. Now all I need to do is apply my setting spray. This is the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over Long Lasting Setting Spray. The sprayer on mine is a bit weird. Very weird. But it's leaking, so I need to pour this into something else. But I don't know what happened. It was not like this to begin with, but I'm just gonna try. Okay, that is uncomfortable to say the least. And I feel like I have many drops of setting spray all over the place. I just need to make sure that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do my mascara and then I'm gonna zoom you out and show you the finished look. So this is it. The eye look is finished. This is definitely a look that I would do every day for work and whatever. And I especially like the green, kind of like warm green. It looks nice with my eye color, I think, and it's also just perfect for the season. But it is missing something. I need something on my lips. And since MAC discontinues all of my favorite lip products as well, I only have one thing from them that is not discontinued or limited edition, and it's not in the right packaging, as always. I put all of my MAC lipsticks into special edition. I put all of my MAC lipsticks into old limited edition packaging just because they look cute. So this is actually the Powder Kiss lipstick in the shade Teddy 2.0, and it also fits with the type of look perfectly. It's just a very matte but comfortable warm nude pink. Just like that, we're done. My hair is not looking its best. It's hair wash day, but I wanted to do it tonight. So that's the finished look. I did not hit pan in my Sumptuous Olive eyeshadow doing this look. I was hoping I would, but oh well. I will have to do it a couple more days, and I don't mind that. I love this eyeshadow so much. I'm not sure you'll be able to like really get a look at it. Maybe you don't like it as much as I do, but here we are. And if you made it to the end, thank you. I would love for you to comment with a like fall leaves emoji and tell me if you have a favorite MAC product. Also, tell me if you picked up the new concealer, or if you were interested in it. And if you were but you haven't bought it yet, I would just say skip it. There are so many good concealers out there, and this is not anything like, I love MAC, but this is not the best one on the market at all, and it's also quite pricey, so I wouldn't purchase it again. I'm gonna finish it, but I'm not gonna repurchase it. So that is everything. If you liked it, I hope that you will like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you later. Bye.